What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. My name is Michael with the FlyZone Drone Show. Sorry it took so long, guys. I was having issues with my camera. Something happened to my camera. I think I burnt something out of my camera. So now I'm dealing with the stupid webcam that's on my laptop. And you know the webcams on the laptops always look like garbage. So I apologize, guys, but we are in. So we have a good show for you guys tonight. We have, as you know, Capture Life Connection, where he's going to give us his experience in drone photography and videography and when he started on YouTube and what got him started as well. So we also have, as always, my partner in crime, my twin brother Sergio. Let's bring Sergio into the stream. Here we go. How you doing, Serge?
What's up, guys? What's up, everyone? Great to see you all.
Hey, what about that weather we had today, huh? Crazy weather, huh? We had
Oh yeah, really bad, freezing cold. I couldn't start my car this morning because the gas lines were frozen.
Wow.
So I mean, I have to figure out if I have to go buy a heat. It's a heat that you could put in your gas tank that melts all the ice that's inside.
Oh, you put it like underneath your. I heard of those. You put it underneath your tank, and then it kind of warms it up.
No. You put it inside the gas tank.
Oh, like a liquid, right? Something like that.
It's called heat.
Oh, something. I don't know. I never seen it. I know they have like a thing where you could put underneath if it's cold and you have hardly no gas in your tank that you can put like this this thing. It's like a wrap over your gas tank and it warms it up too. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I never heard of that liquid thing. But yeah, we had crazy weather, guys, and I got some flights in, did some video. I'm going to be posting the new video. It's finally done, and I'm going to be posting it soon, guys. You know, freezing cold temperatures here. But we have my co-host, Johnny, is in. Let's add Johnny to the stream. Here we go. How you doing, Johnny?
Hey, Michael. Hey, Sergio. How y'all doing tonight?
Okay, man.
Hey,
I had a bad day today.
Hey, Johnny, welcome.
Bad day today, Johnny. Bad day,
We miss
buddy.
you. We miss you, Johnny.
Hey, I'm right here. Hey, look, I was looking at the weather forecast for next Saturday here. It shows snow. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, that's a long way off. But, man, you know, snow in South Louisiana. So, I mean, y'all look, you know, kind of infringing on our territory here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how was your week?
It was okay. It's horrible, man. Here it's cold, freezing temperatures, man. And I've been getting that itch where I want to go out and fly. So
I tell you, hey, you know, Michael, we got a really good crowd in tonight. Well, you know, Ray Kelly's in here, Matt Cundiff, Michael Wright, of course, Sergio. I'm sorry, Chris Wedgeworth. Who else we got? The Capture Life Connection. Of course, they're gonna be a guest.
Exactly. Good old Steve. Steve is in.
John Coopy's in the house.
John Coopy, what's up, buddy?
Digital Kite and Aerial Photography. Yeah, you got a good crowd in. Welcome in, everybody. You know, I know it's Friday night.
Welcome, Digital Kite.
Way to spend a nice winter night with the gang here. Great community, just drone community.
Yes, we do. We have a great drone community, and we're going to have a good show for you guys because we have Steve from Capture Life, of course. And let me tell you guys something about Steve. Steve from Capture Life, if you guys go to his channel, I highly encourage you that you do go to his channel and check out his channel and give him a couple subs. And for those of you that haven't subscribed, he's got some great stuff on there. He's a good content creator. I love how he does. He's also a great photographer, and he does some good work. So we're going to explain. Steve is going to explain, you know, what he does and how good he is, actually. So he'll be in the stream soon. And I just want to welcome Digital Kite again. Welcome to the stream, buddy. We got Metro Drones in the house. Mr. Bill. Bill, welcome, man.
Got Geeks Vanna's in the house.
Ooh, Sean is in the house, guys. Sean.
Jerry Bauer.
Yes.
Who else? Somebody said they were new. Who was it here? Just
I think it was Fly Guy Merrill. No. Fly Guy Merrill's been on our show before, right?
I have to look back in the chat. Somebody said first time here. So anyway, hey, welcome in.
Hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in. We're gonna check who he is in just a second. But what was I going to say? Also, guys, I was gonna go and get that. Before I go, I might be going to Florida, guys, to that meetup. So before I go, though, I was really thinking about getting the vaccine before we go because that new variant.
I got it last night.
Congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. But
yeah, I was sitting here at my house about 6:30, and a friend of mine I haven't seen popped up on my phone, and she goes, "Hey, Johnny, they opened a little urgent care right about 2 blocks from my house." She said, "If you get over there right now before 8 o'clock, that they'll eat it because they have to. What they do when they open vials, I think they come in a case of 10. They got to throw it away."
Right,
so
right.
I went and got the first one, and I haven't had. I got a little soreness, but nothing else.
You don't feel any any symptoms, nothing like
that?
No,
they say the second one, which I'll get 30 days from yesterday. Now, my daughter had the second one Monday, and she did get a little chilled and fever. But, some people, I would say my flu shot actually hurt more than this. But, some people you hear that they hurt a little bit and some you don't. So, yeah, but I wasn't going to pass it up because, being I'm only 64, they're only doing a 70. So
yeah,
I went over there and they had nobody in there, and they gave it to me right away.
That's good, man. I'm happy that you got that done. But I need to go get it. I want to go get the vaccine before I go to Florida, guys, because here's the thing. That new variant, that new one is out. They're saying it's a lot stronger. It came from the UK. So I want to make sure that I don't catch anything because my sister just got back from Florida from a little vacation they took with the kids, and they came back with that new variant, that new COVID.
Well,
so that freaked me out right away.
If you ask 10 people, you might get 5 of them say they don't want to take it. But you know what? I don't want to get that. I don't want to get COVID now. Yeah,
I know.
I think till everybody gets the vaccine, or at least more people get it, then we can settle this stuff down. But hey, who knows?
Right. Well, guys, hey, let me tell you, he has arrived, and he is finally here. We're going to present the man, the photographer, the videographer, and content creator of YouTube, Mr. Steve from Capture Life Connection.
Hello.
Steve, nice to meet you.
How you doing, Steve?
You guys hear me good?
Yeah,
we hear you perfectly fine, my man.
Mike, Sergio, Johnny, it's great being here. I really appreciate it.
Steve,
what's up, bro?
Remember when you were on before we streamed?
Oh yeah, and
what happened was, and then my camera went out. Remember?
Yes.
And you're like, "Yo, something happened. Something happened to my camera." I don't know if you know anything about it, but what do you think happened to the camera? It just went out like that.
I have no.
And now I can't turn it back on. I can't even hook it up.
I have no idea. I wrote in the chat like, "I'll be back" at the time you told me to come back. I didn't know if you could hear me. I didn't know what happened. We were talking and it just went black.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's nuts.
Figure it out. What kind of camera is it?
I'm using right now. I'm using the GoPro.
Oh, okay.
What I was using before was the I usually use my iPhone 12.
Right.
And I was trying this GoPro today, and it just went out. So now I'm using the webcam. We're hearing echo. Steve, do you have your phone on or something on right now? Live? If you do, like, just put the volume down on the other.
It might have been my phone. It didn't go away. The echo.
Let me see.
1 2 1 2 1 2
1 2 1 2.
Still good? Bad?
I think it's better.
Yeah.
Well, digital kite has a lot of echo.
That's weird, right?
Let me see. I can't check the YouTube because then it'll echo. So it'll create more.
Yeah, everything on my end is fine.
Yeah, mine is cut. Everything's off except for you guys.
Did you click on the echo button on your stream? Are you streaming? Like, are you looking at two different devices?
No, I have the StreamYard. I have that up.
Okay.
And what I usually do with the YouTube, I have it up, but I have it muted, so it doesn't throw any feedback when I'm on.
That's what I do. I have my phone, but it's muted. So
Oh, wait a minute.
But that's what I do when I get on those guys and Rogers, Canadian Drone Hub. I usually just mute the thing so I can watch the chat.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Yeah. So, but you're not using like are you hearing this audio through speakers right now?
Yes, I am. That's probably what it is.
Put your put your earpieces on. Put like headphones on or something. Let's see what happens.
It's better now.
Let me see. Oh yeah, it's gone.
yeah,
It's
There
gone.
we go. Sorry, everybody.
No, it's no big deal. It happens to us all the time.
I'm better
Okay.
just filming and
We all
editing
get
later.
that issue. We all.
It happens all the time, Steve.
You
to
see,
us.
you guys are pros, man. You figured it
Yeah,
out.
right. We're
Second.
pros. We're still trying to figure out all this crap. It's so hard.
Steve, are you in a
Don't-
gymnasium?
Huh? No,
Are
no.
you in a
no,
gymnasium?
No. I just had to cut out the section of the house real quick.
Ah, okay, okay.
But you know, I tried the GoPro as a webcam. I bought this Elgato, what is it, video capture card or whatever it is that you plug into the back of your computer.
Yes, my brother
And-
got that one.
I couldn't figure out the
I got
lag. My like I would speak and there'll be a delay, and I could. No matter what I did, and I know guys that are really tech savvy, and I was calling them, and I'm like, "How do I do that?" The words weren't matching anything. Oh yeah.
Was that an Apple Mac? Was that a Mac or
No, it's just a PC, but it's pretty strong PC. I'm not really into all of that stuff. I have somebody do that for me, but it has a really strong video card and all that stuff that I needed. Is like so I could video edit 4K and all that with no problem, 60 frames. But still, I couldn't fix the delay, and I had my friends on the phone, and I'm doing everything they're telling me to do, and you know what? I ended up buying the
Same here. Same here.
yeah, the Logitech, the 4K one, the Brio, whatever I think it's called.
Yeah.
I bought that, and I just said, you know what? I'll just use that. It's just too many connections, and every time you connect something to something, you create this delay, and then you have to get something else to fix the delay, and it's like a rabbit hole.
Right.
You know?
And then the only thing that
Right.
really works really well too is OBS, and we try to use OBS Studio, and it is cool. But here's the thing: there's always something else that you have to learn on OBS, and it makes
Right.
it more complicated.
You got
They should
to
just create.
right?
They need to create just something for stream, like StreamYard, if they do it, or like any other streaming software, like browser, whatever. But if they do create something where you could create a bunch of like overlays, and then you're for your camera, just hook up any camera to it, no problem. That would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, actually, Lightstream actually has something like that, and we tried it today, and it was really good. And you and the guests, they can look. They have the chats. You guys can look at the chats at the same time.
Oh, really?
It's called Lightstream. I think it's awesome, and I think I'm going to use it for the next show. But
So they do that. So they take the YouTube chat and they make it visible for you on their software.
yes, not like StreamYard, where, you know, the guests, they can't see it unless they grab another device or another like computer to look at it. Right. Lightstream actually has it. You press a button, it shows up to the side like you see on YouTube,
Right.
and you're right there, and you get to see all four of us talking right now.
Oh, see, somebody's scaling up on this. You know, that's what they got to do. Because
Yep.
if they make something that works for everybody, everybody's going to switch. You know,
Yep.
everybody wants to simplify things, and you know, YouTube is kind of funny working with other people. You know, and they keep updating stuff. I know the guys who run these other streams that I jump on, they always talking about, oh, they updated this, and then they having a new problem that they didn't have before. And, you know, YouTube is always trying to figure out something because everybody's trying to be proprietary in some way so they can keep
Right.
everything within the company. So that's something else you got to deal with. So if you want to be on YouTube, you got to find something that's friendly with YouTube, and then eventually YouTube will just cut them out if they're not getting a check. But I guess we haven't got to that point yet, you know.
Right.
Zoom
Exactly.
works and StreamYard works, and so far we're doing good.
So, Steve, what got you started into? I mean, tell us a little about yourself, and like, when did you get started in photography and videography, and what made you think about starting a YouTube as a YouTube creator?
Well, when I started my family, I kind of got out of doing all this. I used to do a lot of industry stuff. So at that time, I was surrounded by photographers and videographers and stuff like that, but I never actually did the work. You know, I admired the work. I used to see some of my boys cut up videos and then they'll send it to me like, oh, check this out. So some of these guys were like the first, they were doing YouTube when it wasn't as popular as it is now, you know? But when I got out of the industry and the boredom that came with that, doing regular stuff,
Right.
the first thing I did was I always liked taking pictures, but I never really had a professional camera. So I bought like a DSLR, like a Nikon. And I just started taking pictures here and there. And through my little networks, because I already knew so many people, I started taking pictures for people. You know, I was like, oh, I got this camera, I'm taking pictures. And some people would see it and say, hey, can you take pictures for me? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I'll take some pictures and somebody will like it and it spirals, you know?
Right.
You know, somebody's like, how much you charge for this? And I'm like, all right, you know, I'm good at business. So I just turned it into a business real quick, started doing it more on the professional side. And then that spiraled as well because I got invited to a photo shoot just to hang around. And I started to meet people more heavy in the industry with the, what do you say, like the modeling agencies and stuff like that. So I took some shots and the owner of this modeling agency called me up a few days later and said, hey, we want to talk to you about doing some work for us. So we met at some hotel in the city. We met at like the restaurant downstairs and he just started throwing numbers at me. And I said, yeah, sure. We could do some work. And I started shooting models for him. And what he was doing was making those books that they showed the designers and the designers would pick the models. So we would do these shoots and we would try to make the shoots exactly the same. So they wouldn't pick the girls because of the different background, like they liked a certain building behind them. If I took a picture, the next model would have to be in that same position in the same place. So they actually picking the girl and not the location because they, you know, they like attracted to what's in the background or what have you, you know?
Correct.
So we started doing that. And then from there, those pictures started floating around and I ended up getting a gig in Fashion Week. Fashion Week was big in New York and Paris and stuff like that. So, you know, I got sent to meet a designer and then she looked at some of my work and she hired me. So I did Runway and that was the first time I did Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week.
Okay.
And it was cool working straight with the designer because I didn't have to fill out all that paperwork that some photographers fill out and all this stuff. It's like just like a big process. Like I basically just came in through the back door and they told me where to be and what have you. And I got real familiar with everybody there. And I ended up working with, within that year, 2 other designers. And then the following year, I worked with like 7 designers. And that, like I said, it just kept moving, you know, it kept moving. But I wasn't doing a lot of video work at that time. I didn't touch the editing and none of that stuff. I would really take the pictures into Lightroom. I don't work with Photoshop. And one of the reasons why I didn't mess with Photoshop was when you're doing pictures of models and such, you can't reconstruct these girls. You understand what I'm saying? Because hiring this girl. So some of these guys go so crazy with Photoshop. And then the girl that they hire walks in and they're like, where's the girl that we hired? You know what I'm saying? Because these guys go so far with the Photoshop.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to remove birthmarks. You're not supposed to remove this, that. You know what I mean? You have to look like they look. You know, you can clean out imperfections. If a pimple is going to go away, right? You can remove a pimple. But some of these photographers go way too far, you know? So that's why I think I started getting more gigs because I was keeping it natural, but I was keeping it, you know, everything looking nice. So from there, you say, like I was saying, I didn't do no video editing at that time. I didn't know anything about any of those softwares. But I bought a drone eventually.
There we go.
I started hearing about drones and it wasn't right away. What was it? 2016. I bought the Phantom 4. I think it was 2016. the Phantom 4, the standard one, the regular one, before the
Right.
Advanced and the Pro.
That's the one you got, right, Johnny? The first one?
I have the Phantom 3. I think. Yeah, I don't,
A lot
you
of
might-
people started with the 3. I know that.
the 3 standard. Yeah.
Yeah, the three was like the icebreaker for a lot of people here in New York. But I ended up getting in a little later than that. I purchased the 4, and it was like I jumped the gun because that's a great drone. You know,
Mhm.
it was hard to beat that drone at that time. And I started to meet people with other drones, but the 4 was so ahead of its time at that time. You know, there wasn't a lot of other brands that could kind of step up to the plate like that one. And I was hooked. I think the first flight, I was just like amazed that this thing was flying in the air. The camera was good, you know. And then I started pushing. You know, I started just messing with the controls a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, I just started like I said, I started pushing myself. I'm always like that. Like even with the photography, I ordered a camera on Amazon, and I was out there taking pictures all the time. And I was watching YouTube videos about, start on manual, get to learn your camera. So the first thing I would do is turn down all the settings on the camera. You know, like don't let the camera do anything for you. That's the first thing you learn. Like don't let the camera make any decisions, you know, and that's how you create your pictures.
Right. Right.
And this is like I'm going with the modeling thing. So when it came to the drones, I kind of had that mind frame like, all right, this is doing this is doing that. And
Wow, we're lagging a little bit, huh?
I think.
I think it's his connection. You know what? I think he's got some bad weather on New York. You're in New York, right?
yeah, New York. Is everybody cutting off or just me?
I was cutting off earlier too today when I was testing out my stream.
Okay. Yeah, well, we got hit with a lot of snow. In certain parts of New Jersey, in the outskirts of New York, we had record snow.
So you are part 107, of course.
Yes. It took a while because sometimes it's just like when I first got the drone, first of all, I don't even think part 107 existed when I first got the drone. That came later on, you know. Like, you know, you just learning the drone, and I just used common sense, you know, like I wasn't flying over highways. You know, I figured just using my brain that if the drone falls, it might cause an accident, right?
Right.
Or, you know, flying over people, I was very cautious about going around because at the time I didn't really know much about the drone, so I didn't want to get into a situation that somebody got hurt, and I'm just learning the drone, you know. So, like I said, getting back to the Phantom 4, right away, I started trying to figure out the drone, figure out everything about the drone.
He's going in and out,
Drone.
Yeah. He's got some bad connection there a little bit, guys. So.
Now.
Yeah, he's having some connection issues. So.
Yeah, you don't see me now?
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh, okay. How long was I out? I don't know.
No, you're like
I talked about the whole drone stage. What we got next? No, I'm just kidding. No, so I started figuring out how to maneuver the drone and make it a little more steady. But the drone is actually what pushed me to learn how to edit. Because now I have this footage, right?
right.
This footage, and I'm like, yeah, it's great, but there's certain parts that are choppy, right? So I want to kind of cut those out. And then you know, I would show friends some videos, my first videos, before I put it on YouTube or anything. And they were like, oh, it's cool, but kind of got nauseous in certain parts. I was like, uh-oh. So I like, you know, it forced me to get better, you know, because you want to present it in the best light, you know, like you work so hard finding the time to fly. And now I'm learning maneuvers and I'm trying to get fancy with it and catching nice locations. So
yeah, same here, man. When me and my brother started, and once we saw that view with the camera on the drones, we're like, oh my god, is that so awesome? That's it.
Yeah.
We're doing videos. We're gonna do some cool stuff, and that's when we started, wanting to get into YouTube and started some content creation. And I mean, the drones are amazing, and the technology nowadays, it's amazing, and the cameras, and let me tell you, man, Steve, your work is absolutely amazing, man.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna
Though.
I'm gonna share with everybody here that is watching. I'm gonna show you guys Steve's work that he sent me. So I'm gonna share it with you guys in a little bit. So I mean, it's great. It's great work, and I mean, basically, that's about it. That we'll show you his work, and he'll get to explain himself a little more. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Steve, it's awesome that's how you got going, and it's a good little story, man. It's
Yeah.
we all have something that pushes us and pushes us to get that want to be, that makes us want to be better, and stuff like that. So it's
the drones actually took the photography and put it in the back burner for a while, because I was always like, I started to enjoy that more.
Mhm.
And I don't know, something about learning something new, something exciting, something to look forward to. And I actually felt like I'm always learning. So I didn't feel like the photography, I already learned everything. You never, that's when you're done, when you think you know it all, So I was learning that stuff, but I got so into the drone stuff that actually I started being more selective with the photography. I started being really selective and taking less jobs with the photography, and then spending some of my idle time more on the drone.
Right.
And then in the middle of the night when the family's sleeping, that's when I start practicing the editing, and just testing stuff out.
What do you use to edit? Most of you editing on?
I used to use Cyberlink Director's Cut. I think it's called Director's Cut. It was like an inexpensive editing software that I didn't have to pay monthly for,
Right.
Because at the time, I think it's Premiere Pro or whatever, they started charging. You couldn't just buy it and have it. I was willing, if it's worth it, to own it, not to be paying like a phone bill. Yeah. Like I'll pay $500 right up front, but I want to own it. You know what I mean? I want to own it and I want to do my thing. I don't like that monthly stuff. I got enough monthly stuff attacking me from every angle,
Right.
And it doesn't seem like a lot until you start stacking it with everything else, So I said, let me just, and it was such in the beginning, I didn't know how far I was going to go with it. So I just bought like this inexpensive software in Best Buy, and I started editing with that. But I, maybe less than a year ago, I switched to DaVinci.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good, huh?
It's my favorite. If you see my last like 10 videos, that's all DaVinci. And on top of that, that's the free version. That's the free one, not the paid one. Yeah.
So the free version does have a lot more. I mean, it's got pretty much.
It's like a rabbit hole, man. I still haven't learned everything, man. I still haven't learned everything.
Wow.
I'm still, every other night I figure out something new. And if you just like, my only advice when you edit, no matter what edit software you use, my advice is just mess with things. Don't be in a rush.
Right.
If you're in the middle of a transition, go to the options and start tweaking stuff and see what it does. Just adjust things. Things get zoomed in, things get zoomed out. Try everything, because you'll be amazed on how simple it is to freak it, to flip it, to make it look crazy. And then sometimes you do it and you'd be like, oh, I've seen somebody do that before. I've seen a video, like a high-end video, and I've seen how his transition did something similar to that. And now you know how they did it. But that's the only thing I say. You're going to spend a lot of time, but it's worth it to just play with those little settings yourself. Watch the videos, but play with the settings. And like I said, I'm always figuring out something new.
Right.
But if you do have time, the people in the chat, if you do have time to check out the channel, that's DaVinci, the free version of DaVinci. I did not upgrade yet. I might one day, because I seen things that I could mess with. I think they don't let you I might be wrong, but I believe I saw in the video they have when you get that grain when things are too dark, the noise filters and stuff. I think they have like a better one if you pay, and stuff that comes in handy because these drones have small filter sensors.
Yeah.
So, something about these drones is the dynamic range. Even the best drones of DJI, like the drones you buy for us. I'm not talking about the ones that they shoot in movies with, but these drones in particular, they don't have a lot of dynamic range. So if you're flying during the day, you're gonna have to sacrifice something if you want to save the sky. It's gonna be really dark, like the grassy areas or whatever, on land. So with that, something with noise reduction would be great, in the edit. I've never used it in video, but I think if I upgrade it and it's nice enough, I would pay the extra,
of course.
It was a little better.
Of course.
But I haven't. So I'm just trying to inspire others to do more videos and not be worried about having to invest so much money.
Steve, we need to pick up some tips from you, buddy. So your phone is gonna blow up plenty of times, my man.
No, I'm telling you, one of the biggest tips is messing with the settings and just see what it does. You can see the picture on your screen and go into any transition and then go into the settings wherever they are, depending on what software you have, and mess with the settings and see what it does. You don't have to do these, the transitions that come with the software. You could even free those and make it into your own. There's ways to change the color tone. Sometimes I'm editing and I make a transition and I look at it and I'll look at it like 20 times. And I'm like, oh, it's cool. And it goes with the sound, but it needs more. And I'll look at the two clips and I'll find a color that's in both. And then I'll take the transition and I'll try to match that color. And it kind of, there's little things that people don't notice, but it's pleasing to the eye. And they don't know that video was kind of cool, but they don't really understand how much little tweaking, is something that your brain sees.
How much it does, yeah.
Yeah. And those little things people are attracted to, and that's why I say that's like my number one tip is mess around and learn. It's just like learning a camera.
Right.
Mess with the settings. See what gives you more bokeh. See what takes away the bokeh. Once you start learning this stuff, like now I can edit a little quicker because I already know if I press this is going to happen. If I press that, that's going to happen, So, just like anything else, you get better at it.
Right. Yeah, you do. I mean, you definitely get better at things the more you play with it. And, practice makes perfect. I mean,
yeah.
So, basically, that's what I'm doing. I'm playing around here and there, playing with the settings, trying to learn things. You're going to get aggravated, guys. It's going to be frustrating.
Yeah.
It's going to drive you off the wall. And then you're going to go back and forth. And you got to look at the whole clip and pick your shots, which one is the best one, and go through it all. And it's a process, but it turns out to be it's worth it at the end, man.
Yeah. To see the final product. Regardless of what it is, even in the beginning when you got that beginner look, it's still your work. It's still your work. And I just encourage people to do what you can. And also don't worry about what other people are doing. Like some people might be way ahead of you in editing.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Turned off by that. Do what you can. Because if you look at my first videos, they're not going to look like the ones now, but they're still up there. You know what I mean? And I leave them there because whatever, you got to see the process. And also you might not even want to get too crazy with the editing. A
lot of people like to keep it simple, Steve,
I would encourage it because I'd rather have people flying and not worrying about the editing because
and getting some good footage.
That might not make you happy. It's not supposed to be a stressful thing. I enjoy editing.
Right.
But it's not for everybody.
I agree, Steve. I agree with you.
It's not for everything. Just like FPV drones, they're not for everybody. You don't have to buy it just because the new ones are coming out.
Right.
Stay in your lane. You're doing this to enjoy it. Why you got into drones in the first place? You flew it, you loved it. That
Right.
don't mean
And
you have to be a pro editor. That doesn't mean
right. And you
mean-
don't have to you don't have to be you don't have to have an amazing, astonishing video or be a pro editor to be successful on YouTube. You really don't.
No. If you could be
don't.
transparent and be real with yourself and just be yourself, you don't want to be whoever has 1 million subscribers, because you're being somebody else, right? So you don't
Right. Be yourself. Yes.
because you want to attract people that understand you. You're
Exactly.
at that level.
Couldn't said any better.
Yeah, but then you want to be putting on this act all the time. All right, I'm going to film a YouTube. This whole new guy, like, no, like, what the hell is that? You know what I mean?
I think that's what makes this community really great, because if you look back, I guess if you even look back at your first video, and man, if I look back on some of mine, it's like, oh wow, I can't even believe I put that up, But it really doesn't matter,
Yeah. You be yourself, because you want to kind of bring people into the your subscribers. Yeah. You want to bring in those people that like your content or like you or like how you do your thing,
Right.
Like Michael does his thing, Sergio does his thing, Johnny does his thing, and you kind of like, it's like that universe thing. They say, you're gonna attract your energy and all that other stuff, like how you put your stuff together. And now if you're trying to pretend to be this other guy because he has a lot of subscribers and all that, now you're stuck with that persona that you created. That makes no sense, Like,
yeah, there's no need to rush. There's no need to rush and try to be Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Professional and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And your time will come, and just have fun and be yourself. And like you said, people will interact with you because of you. You're right.
Yeah, well, YouTube changed. Yeah, and YouTube changed so much through the years. It's like it was really all just regular people on there. Now you got kind of the professional type shows and professional. So it's kind of it's kind of got two stages. I feel like YouTube.
Yeah, but some people they buy all this equipment and they got these professional shows, but you still have to have content, right?
Absolutely.
There's people out there running around with their phones and they're getting 1 million views. Is because what you're presenting, what you're putting forward, is just something that somebody is gonna want to watch, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a guy in New York. There's a guy in New York that walks.
These can do amazing things with your iPhone. You can do just everything with this.
Now, if you look at my my earlier videos, I had the iPhone, a smartphone gimbal. It wasn't even right, it's like BS brand, but it was made out of metal and it worked. And I was running around Mexico with that and vlogging. The only reason why I stopped is because the way the gimbal sat with the phone, it was covering, I think, one of the microphones. So I was only getting audio on one side. So in post, I had to like double the audio and make a left and right, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, I'm not doing this every time, man. That's not fun, So, and then I upgraded to this. I just have a GoPro. I put the camera on it. The microphone on it, and I'm done. All my latest videos is with this GoPro, and it's 7. I wouldn't even upgrade. I did my research, and the 9 doesn't have that much added to it. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like a super big upgrade from the 7. 7 is fine.
Right. I
like the 7, and it works. People get so hyped when something new comes out.
Exactly.
And
my brother has a good iPhone. Sergio, what is yours? An iPhone what? 8?
8 Plus.
8 Plus, and he wants to go get another one. When I tell him, you know what, you're fine with just that one. Trust me, it's like they're all the same.
It's up to you. If you want to invest. I'm not trying to take that down from you, but
there's no need to waste more money if you have one already.
I was running around with an iPhone for a while.
It's you switch it. You bring the other one back because I'm eligible for an upgrade.
Sometimes it's better that way. Yeah. If you wait like 2 years or so after the phone is released, you could get a really good deal. And it's one time I did that, and I was paying the same exact deal for a better phone. So whatever. Just recently, I had a chance to upgrade, but it was going to charge like a little more, and I said, "Nah, just buy out the phone and keep it." Because I don't even use it for filming anymore like that. Only like if I'm running around with the family and I see a moment, I use it. But I use Filmic Pro on my iPhone. I don't know if you ever heard of that app.
Yeah. I heard of that app. Yeah.
I
It's
heard that.
Videography.
Yeah.
What is that?
We would think about using that.
You
but-
could do that bokeh thing in the back, right? In the background. Yeah, I heard of that thing.
It makes the megabits or whatever on the back end better. So when you put it into editing, it doesn't come apart on you when you editing. It makes it a little better than what the
Really?
iPhone does. And like you said, it could do the bokeh. You could do the focus. You could do the focus thing. It looks like a DSLR. You could pick the focus. So I'm focused on you, and then
Yep.
it focus on the tree or the castle behind you or something.
That's
That
true.
app, I
Yeah.
co-sign that app. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. But in the pinch, when I have no cameras and something cool is happening, I pulled out the phone, and it has stabilization on top of the fact that the iPhones have
Oh
stabilization.
wow.
Yeah,
So it's got it's like what? Isn't it like $14-15?
exactly. It's about $15.
Yeah.
It's $14.99, I believe. And then
Yeah.
you could upgrade again, and you could get a log color profile. And
Wow.
you can fill in the color. This way, you can match it to your GoPro and everything else that has a different color log.
Wow.
Like if you want to flatten it so you get into those dark areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't upgrade to that color thing, whatever, because I think the iPhone gets good color. And what I do is I
iPhone
just
do you
match
have,
to that.
Steve? What
Was that?
iPhone do you have?
I have the XR. Yeah,
That's what I have. Yeah.
yeah, I have the XR, and I'm not gonna upgrade anytime soon. Maybe the next time around, like
I'm about to say
Sergio
they,
is doing.
you know, September or so ain't that far away now. So
Yeah, they moving fast with these phones, so I'll wait.
They do. They already got the third. They already got the 13 coming out.
It's too fast. I wish the Mavic 3 would come out that fast. The 3
I know.
I know, right?
They need to send a memo to iPhone or something. Like, how do you do it?
I
Hell
know,
no.
man.
I think that the
Unbelievable.
FPV drone should be coming out very soon. I think they're saying the Chinese New Year, but it should be coming out really soon because it's been out for a long time. There's been leaks for so long.
Yep.
My only thing is there's got to be a reason why they didn't
I'm not
release it.
getting.
Huh? No,
I'm not getting
Sergio?
it.
no.
You know, at
No.
first I was like, I want to get it, right? So I started putting money to the side, like, all right, I'm gonna have this money right here for the FPV
Right.
drone.
If you think about it, if you buy it and then if it's your first time using it and you buy it and then you fly it and you crash it, that's it. What? I don't.
Yeah,
want that.
I was talking about that in the
Keep-
chat.
keep crashing.
Morning. I was on Mikey's show and I was writing in the chat that I believe that a lot of those drones going to end up back in the market
Yeah.
because a lot of camera drone people like ourselves, they're still enjoying their camera drone, but they might be curious and they're going to buy it, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to find out right away it is not for them.
I'd rather just save my money and
If you
and
look at
put-
the chat, Lauren Downer said Mavic 3 not till around July. So hey, getting
Yeah,
close.
I don't think they're gonna pull out the Mavic 3 so soon after the FPV drone. And I think with the FPV drone, you know, it's been leaking for a long time, right? But they haven't set it out. I mean, we even saw the box. They have everything already, you know?
Yeah, he says that's March the 2nd.
It's possible. I think it's gonna be. I think that's about right. I think it's about 30 days, maybe even less. They definitely. I think about the FPV drone and what they're saying in the gossip and the rumors, and I think Ken was talking about it. They try to make a camera drone and an FPV drone like almost like merging the kind of the technology.
Yeah.
That ain't easy, and I think that's the reason why they didn't. release it yet.
Personally, I think that's a mistake. I mean, they could have maybe done some kind of package for $300 to $500 to get people in that FPV, maybe. But you know, I don't know about $1,500 on the first.
dude,
FPV.
if that's the case, instead of getting the FPV, why waste all that money when you can just save more money and just a little bit of money and just get the Mavic 3 when it comes out?
Well, it's two different types of flying, though. You know,
I know, but for those of you that I'm more of a camera bird flyer, okay? Not FPV, but I want to get into FPV. I really do, but I don't know about spending that much money. And then I'm learning. I'd rather just learn on something cheaper and then jump into that DJI
I agree.
FPV.
But
But
the rumors are saying it's a different type of flying, right?
Mhm.
They were talking about on Ken's show that real FPV pilots wouldn't like it.
Yeah. So
That's what they
is that
saying.
geared? Is it geared more toward a camera guy who wants to say he can fly FPV? But what's it?
It's different.
Well, the thing is, when they made that statement, I started to analyze that what they said, and
Yeah, Ken and Ken both said
yeah,
that.
they were both saying that, and I'm analyzing what they said, and to me, is they made like a hybrid drone,
Right.
and making a hybrid drone that's kind of like an FPV drone and kind of like a camera drone. It's probably the reason why it has been pushed back so many times, and that's just my thought. Because think about the complications of that. Like you're trying to make it do all that cool stuff, but be able to, stabilize and be connected to a GPS or, have all these safety features. Because think about how many they're going to sell and how many are going to get destroyed within that first day, probably.
It's kind of like it's kind of like an FPV drone on a tether. Like you kind of got a string.
Yeah, like a with training wheels.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, just watching their facial expression, I don't personally think neither one of them was too excited about it. But who knows? I mean, they probably can't say too much. I mean,
What would you consider them? FPV guys now, right? Because most of the stuff
Absolutely,
they
yeah.
do is FPV now.
yeah. So they would have seemed a lot more excited if it was really awesome.
Yeah, they didn't have that energy. Like, oh wow,
Mm.
they seem like and the way they said FPV guys wouldn't like it.
I think it's going to fly too slow for what they want to do. I think it's like you said, it's a FPV on training wheels. Or
yeah,
that's
it's like a hybrid, and that hats off to DJI for at least trying to figure out that technology. You could say this will be like the guinea pig, and then from here they'll probably take all these comments and all the complaints and make a better one the next time around. Because whoever buys that is going to be the test dummies. Like, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong, and then see how DJI reacts to it. But
Right.
I can't even imagine on the engineering side what they had to do to make something the way those two Kens were describing. You right in between. It's like an FPV drone. It goes fast, but it's kind of held back. How do you prevent that from crashing? Because if you put it in sports mode, you got no sensors. You lose the sensors right off the bat.
Yeah, but that FPV drone though from DJI, I think they have sensors in the front. It looked like
That's
there
what
were
I'm
sensors.
saying. But how are those sensors going to stop at those speeds? Because
weird,
I know
though.
the Phantom line, all these drones, once you put them in sports mode, you're done. You don't got no sensors.
Exactly. I think he's right about that.
Yeah.
So how does that work? And I think this is probably why this drone has been pushed back because they were saying, oh, it might come out by Christmas, because way before Christmas we were seeing pictures, right? People were leaking pictures way before Christmas.
Yeah.
And then Christmas came and went, and they were like, oh, maybe but for the new year, start fresh, new drone. That came and went.
Dude,
Now
if they have those cool, if they did something with that and it actually works, and they have some cool sensors in that thing, congrats to DJI, because dude, I'll be like, hats off to them, because they just know how to do things right. I'd be amazed if they can have those sensors work like that.
And then if they got so tech savvy to do that,
Oh
put it on
man,
the camera drone. Camera drone ain't going that fast. I would like to know if a building's coming at me in sports mode.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they got the sensors right. That's too way ahead for that speed.
FPV is not their thing though. That's why.
Their 3D vision and the goggles. Well, the whole thing is, Mikey was talking about in his morning show that about the gimbal as well. How do you stabilize a gimbal that's moving like that? Do you make a horizon thing, or you just don't? Or you just have an FPV mode all the time?
We have Lauren Downer in the house. Oh my gosh, Lauren's here.
Yeah, Lauren's been in here. He's been posting.
Okay.
Welcome, Lauren. Thank you, buddy.
See, Mike is still here.
Yeah,
Mike
we
makes
have
great
Bob.
videos.
We have Bob Casey, Mr.
Bob
FPV,
Casey.
the one who went to the dark side.
Oh, he's FPV
We
now.
call Bob Casey. No, is it Bob Casey? No, it's Sam Burns. I'm
Steve,
sorry, Sam
Steve,
Burns. We call him Mr. Dark
yes.
Vader.
Steve, you say Lauren is saying the FPV is using Rocksteady?
Really?
Really?
Wow, that's
Well,
an idea.
Lauren's the man. He knows it. He's the one. He's the one. He's Mr. DJI, man. He's the one to go
Wow.
to.
That's a concept. But if you know, the thing about FPV is when I travel outside the country, I would love to like dive down a building. I mean, a mountain, like in Mexico or something, and
That
stuff
is
like
a
that.
cool shot.
That brings me in.
That's
but-
a cool shot.
Like,
So
like
you do any FPV now, Steve?
No.
No, none at all.
The most
Just-
FPV I've done is my son's Star Wars Scout Trooper thing.
Yeah, we have one. Of those.
Just like me, man. We're all trying to learn about this FPV, because we're all camera birds. We fly these drones with cameras on them, and that's it. But they really trying. Everyone's saying so much about FPV and how awesome it is, and what a rush and what an experience you'll get, and it's just stuck right here to me because I really want to experience that, and maybe one day I will, but I definitely will. I know that for sure. But right now, I'm just sticking with what I have. My camera birds, and that's it. But
I've had the opportunity. I have a good friend out here from Brooklyn, and he comes to the meetups, and he just brings a bag. They come with more than one drone. Like they come with a book bag with like 2 drones hanging from it, and then inside the bag is all types of stuff. But I didn't try it that day. Other guys were trying it out that were camera drone guys. But I do have Liftoff and Velocidrone. I didn't try that one, the Velocidrone, I think it's called. But I have Liftoff, and I tried that with the Xbox joystick. I actually was able to keep the drone in the air for a little while on that simulator. But they recommend those simulators before you fly the drone. They kind of help you get there. It's not going to guarantee you're going to crash, not going to crash, But if you get those simulators, it'll help you out a lot.
Yeah.
To get the feel of it.
Get you started, yeah.
Yeah, if I knew what direction I was going to go in, I would have bought like a remote for FPV drone because you could connect it to the simulator instead of using an Xbox joystick. And then you could get real practice because you holding the remote, that's a big deal. Like your remote, if you can't hold it right and stuff like that, it affects your flying, That's the reason why I don't like the Autel, the Evo 2 Pro.
You don't like it?
I don't like the remote. And I'm a video guy. Like the way it handles.
Right,
I think
yeah.
if I got like a 3D printer guy to kind of make the handle like kind of like one piece like the DJI remotes are. And then because I pinch when I fly.
Right.
I like to control every move.
Yeah, I pinch as well.
Yeah, so I couldn't, when I held the remote, I couldn't really pinch and fly. And I heard I didn't try to do any crazy maneuvers or anything like that, but from what I heard from other pilots, it's not as smooth. If you look at it, it's square. It's not really aerodynamic like some of these drones, So it kind of hits the wind hard, and I don't know. Maybe I had to fly it. I shouldn't put out a review like that. Sorry, scratch everything I said. But I don't like the remote. I don't like the remote.
Steve, sorry to interrupt. Just do like Mikey goes.
Run it back.
Rewind.
Yeah, I didn't like the remote, and like I said, I'm a pincher. I need to. You gotta feel control. You don't want to feel sloppy because if you feel sloppy, it's gonna come out in the footage. And I'm trying to do. If you look at my videos, I'm doing multiple moves at one time. I'm moving gimbals and I'm moving 2 joysticks in different angles, and I'm trying to. You can't do that if your hands are not right. So that's that with the Evo. I'm hoping that either they upgrade stuff and I'll entertain it more, like upgrade maybe the remote and maybe some. I heard there was Horizon issues I seen in one video. I'm not sure if it was 10.
Is Lauren talking about that FPV drone being 1,200? Is that what he's saying?
Who?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about, Lauren?
Yeah, probably.
He's probably talking about the
It cannot
FPV.
be cheaper than that. It's got to be between 12 and 14 around there. It can't be cheaper than that because think about the goggles, right? They were like $800 by themselves or something, or $500, and that little kit that they had before they had the this FPV drone, it was expensive without a drone.
Yeah.
So if you throw a drone with all
And
this,
they're thinking those goggles or something, that edition won't work with that new FPV. Is that what they said, or did I misunderstand that? Or?
another proprietary thing, like you buy the new one, you buy the new one and forget about the old one.
Well, that would definitely, to me, that would definitely hurt them. You know,
It's possible, but I don't know. Maybe it'll work, but they'll add features that you would want. You know how they do that. Like,
Maybe,
yeah, it'll
yeah.
work, but if you get this new X2 model,
right?
for an extra $100, you will get XYZ, you know, and that's how they do it. And everybody wants the XYZ, you know.
We like to thank Bill from Metro Drones with his donation. Thank you very much,
Hey,
sir. You didn't have
Bill.
to do that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
That guy, super supporter of
Yes,
this
he
whole
is. He's amazing.
drone movement. Yeah, I see him every chat,
Every show.
every show. He just pops in. Sometimes he gets there late, and he still comes in. He shows his love.
Yeah, or he'll stop in for sometimes for 10 minutes and he'll come in
does,
and
yeah.
just,
He
and
does.
just give you the donation and just leave.
Yeah,
He
he's
supports
great.
everybody.
He's amazing, man. Gotta
I
love
seen him
Bill.
on Ready Set Drone.
Thank you. God bless you, Metro.
Yes, Bill. So yeah, I'm glad you're hitting the chat, Johnny, because I haven't hit the chat. I'm all in the conversation.
Yeah, well, I'm just sitting while you talking. Hey, you know what?
No, that's great.
I get to type a little bit on my phone, so.
Let me know if I miss anything, because I kind of focus right here.
So Steve, have you ever flew the FEMI at all?
No,
Never.
no, I haven't tried that drone.
Are you gonna buy the FEMI Mini ever? Are you thinking about
I
getting that?
saw that. I saw a little review on it. The guys didn't seem too happy with it. Have you seen it in person yet? No. The picture didn't look too bad.
No, but no one's got the FEMI Mini yet. It hasn't been out yet.
Didn't somebody have it on
No,
Mike's
they-
show? What was that?
that wasn't the FEMI Mini. That was
No,
that was the Mini
was-
2, I think.
No, there was something on.
No. That was not Mini 2. That was
It might have been a C-Fly Faith.
I see fly.
Wait,
Yeah.
who are you talking about, Steve?
Oh, it was Coast to Coast was on.
That was
Oh,
C-Fly.
Bill, yeah, that's
C-Fly
that's
Faith 2. I actually had one ordered. I did order me a C-Fly.
Oh, okay, I got him confused. Sorry, GGI fanboy mistake.
Actually, you know, they did a software update to that C-Fly Faith 2. I saw with the photo, and mine it got tied up in the Chinese New Year, so I'm not getting it till about 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Oh wow.
You know who keeps bugging me? You know who keeps bugging me constantly and sending me emails, and I keep sending them an answer back saying, okay, you know, send it to me and I'll do a review and I'll test it for you too. They need testers, guys, and they said to spread the word. Whoever you know on YouTube and wants to do testing, let them know. You know, Start RC.
No,
I don't remember. I'm familiar.
Start RC. They're called Start RC. They have the here. I'll show you. Start RC. They have the boosters, the signal boosters. They have Yagis. They have accessories for your feet for the FEMI. They have accessories for the Mavic. Look it up. You guys will know when you see the symbol. You guys will see.
Yeah. They'll be
know
more
what I'm talking
familiar.
about. Dude, I just got another message from them. They just keep bugging me. And I
So
already
what they
sent
want
them
you
an
to
answer.
test?
They want me to test a bunch of accessories they're going to send me. I said, send whatever you want.
Oh, cool, yeah. Nah, I haven't got to that level, man. Nobody's sending me nothing. I buy all my stuff. But I'm good. I enjoy
Yeah, I
it.
mean, we buy our stuff too, but
Yeah,
this is
no,
like this and someone else wanted to send me stuff. So,
yeah. Nah, one day. But I'm enjoying the journey, I'll tell you that. I enjoy the journey, and I hope it reflects in my work, because I enjoy when my family falls asleep and I start cutting little pieces of the good footage and getting rid of the bad footage and matching everything to the music and figuring out transitions and doing all the stuff we were talking about. I enjoy it. I enjoy looking at the final product. But like I was saying before, if you don't edit, don't be turned off. Just put it out there, man.
Exactly.
You got a nice sunrise or you got anything, just put it out there. You know?
You know, Captain Ray Kelly does some good videos too.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's my boy. That's my
I like
boy.
Mr. Ray Kelly.
He's having like a meetup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah. I'm gonna be
March
going.
20th. Oh, you going?
Yeah.
All right.
Sebastian, Florida on March the 20th.
The
I think it
20th,
is.
I believe.
The 20th.
Yeah. I don't know if I
Yeah,
can.
we'll be talking about that, of course, Sunday.
I
So.
try to force Sergio to come, and he's kind of thinking about it, but he's like, "Hey, why do we have to fly? Dude, you know, COVID's out there. Why don't we drive?" I'm like, "Dude, I ain't driving to
I
Florida."
know. That's all right. I used to do it. I won't do it anymore.
No, I used to do that too, man. I'm like, forget that, man.
Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I'm just afraid going to the airport. Number
He
one,
hates planes. He hates
because of
planes.
COVID, and also planes. I'm very the planes is my greatest fears. Like I every time I get in the plane, that's it. I
can
panic. I get sick, and
Just take a
I
sleeping
can't.
pill, get on a plane.
I'll knock
No.
you out, Sergio. Don't worry about it.
No, I understand that. I used to be like that. But I was flying a lot, man. I was flying a lot. I had a situation that the plane almost landed and then went back in the air and did like a loop and came back.
Oh, no.
No way.
So windy.
No.
Yeah. And what's
That
crazy,
might be my last flight.
yeah, it was crazy because we were just about to land and we were like in bad weather. And they just brought the plane right back up and just did like a loop, came back around, and they didn't say nothing. And they explained later that they had to focus on flying and stuff. That's what. But it was so quiet. Like at least make an announcement. All right, it's
Right.
2 ways. Whatever they told after they landed, like sorry we didn't communicate, but we had to focus on whatever.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is that when we got up, the guy in front of me, he was all sweaty. He was freaking out. I guess he was like probably like Sergio. Like he was wet, bro. He was drenched. He was sweating. Yeah, it was nerve wracking though. I can understand why he was sweating. But I've flown a lot, and I don't like flying, Sergio. I don't like flying either. I wish there was a better way.
A lot of people don't.
It's just like there's a lot of I've been hearing a lot of plane crashes, this and that.
I had to
It's
feel
just
when I
like
was.
I don't trust it anymore.
But you see all my traveling pictures, you'll be like, he loves flying. But I rather, if there was a better way, I wish. But
That's why Sergio doesn't want to fly FPV because he gets dizzy and stuff. You know, he'll get that dizzy feeling.
I'm glad you brought that up, Mike.
Sure.
That's another thing that a lot of people are not factoring in. Those goggles are not for everybody. You might love FPV, but you might get a little,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
my kids have the VR set, and certain games is like a little weird for me. They could get you a little crazy.
Michael Wright says wear 3 masks on the flight.
Yeah,
Get headaches.
getting back to the flying, that's one of the reasons why I'm not going over there. I haven't gotten in a plane since COVID. Unfortunately, that's what they say. The airports are the worst places to go, and then the airplanes. And I like to travel, so what I've been doing is taking the family to like Boston. We've been to Philadelphia a few times. We went to the Poconos, and we was like in the resorts with the snow and hitting the tubes and stuff like that. Because we love to travel. Like I said, 3-4 times a year we try to go somewhere. And with the COVID, we really limited, So now we got to check of all the restrictions and what have you, and then drive. And then we had to call the hotels ahead of time and ask them, are there any restrictions? Do we need anything? Is there anything we need to know before we go there as far as COVID and stuff? It's a pain now, but, it's better to be safe. We have all the masks. We respect everything. We got all the sprays and everything. And you go to the hotels, they have them all over the place.
Yeah.
The only good thing is if you do get into places like an indoor spot, it's like you're alone. Like we went to the museum here in New York. It was like almost having a private tour. Like we barely ran into anybody. We went like early in the morning. It was like almost nobody there. They keep account of how many people are coming in, obviously, because there are restrictions in the city. But it's been cool to go out and about and go to different things and just it's almost being like a VIP.
Yeah.
Hey, if you go to Bourbon Street tonight, you'll be the only person that, after 7 o'clock that can't have anybody on Bourbon Street. So,
Oh wow.
See, I heard about that. We don't have that here. I heard that. I heard that in Canada, you get like $1,000 fine if you're out after a certain time.
Yeah, the mayor down there just shut everything down. They can't even. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I guess the COVID is different in New Orleans, but it's definitely people are really getting tired of it down there. You know, the people who own those malls and stuff.
Well, they said on the news today that actually Florida, and I'm like, oh, that's all I need to hear is that about Florida. That Florida's kind of getting, it's like really skyrocketing now with that, even with that new variant, I think. But I'm like, dude, don't do this. This is why I want to go get that vaccine before I go. I have to get the vaccine before I go, just in case. Because after my sister, she came home from her trip, and then they all got the COVID thing, the new one. I'm like, dude, that's it. I have to go get it done. And my sister's like, before you go get the vaccine done, please. I'm like, okay, all right, I will. You know, I have to. So, but Steve, I wanted, before we end the show, I wanted to share everyone, like I said, I wanted to share your photos. I wanted to share your work with everybody and just, you know, share your photography work with everybody real quick. And that's it. And then, Serge, if you want to control the chats, you may control the chats. But here, let's share. Let's share the screen, guys. Let's share. And then, if you want to tell us a little story about each one, and like where you took it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
okay.
Fine.
Bob Casey, I see you in the chat, bro. That's a good dude right there.
Okay. Now this one here.
Let me see what you got, and I can explain it.
You see it?
It's loading. Oh, that's Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week.
That's
Manhattan.
where?
A Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Manhattan.
Oh,
that's
wow.
like a big fashion week thing, and you know, all the celebrities come out and sport their stuff and, you know, do all that trendy stuff. I'm not really into all that stuff, but it was fun working the gig, you know. That was for Vivian something. I forgot the designer's name. She'll kill me, but she don't. I doubt she's watching. But, yeah, that was Fashion Week. Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week was really big in New York, and then they split up. Something happened, I guess, behind the scenes, and Mercedes-Benz, the sponsor of the show, other places like Paris and stuff like that. They were Paris before, but I think they dropped New York, and New York split into two fashion shows.
Right.
The big top people took over on their own.
Wow. That's nice. That's some great work right there, buddy. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, here's the next one, guys.
I like how the background it's like dark, and she's the main of like the focus, like the lighting.
Yeah.
Like she pops.
Yeah, and I was spoiled because since the designer hired me, I was able to get the photographers out of my way in the photography pit. I don't know if you ever seen a photography pit. It's just like a bunch of people in a small little square. So the guys who managed the floor of the showroom and all that stuff, they came over and they let photographers know, like, Stevie's going to be right here. So I had like a straight run with the camera, you know what I mean? Like the girls were coming out and I had nobody in my way. I didn't have to take a shot over shoulders or anything like that. I wish I could make it, Ray. I'm not sure. He put it in the chat, I'm coming. He's going to put me under pressure now.
Oh, that one's nice.
Yeah, that was Lincoln Center. That's where the first picture you showed, that designer, some of the designers are so fancy that they get a location and they turn it into a runway. Like they just buy a place for rent a day for a day, which that was in the pier. She rented a place and she did it. This one was in Lincoln Center where all the other designers usually have their shows. And you see the background, how the background looks different and everything. The designers pick all that stuff.
Oh, wow.
They pick what the floor looks like and what the walls look like. They want to go with the whole theme, you know?
Yeah.
So this was cool because what the girls were doing is the girls came out and it was kind of quiet. And all the girls had those wraps around their head draped down onto their bodies the way you see them.
Yeah.
And then one by one, they unwrapped and did like this spin and then started going down the runway. And I was able to capture this girl unwrapping just like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
That's a great time to catch a girl.
Yeah. Unwrapping. It works, right?
Yeah. That is
Sergio's
really
wife is not
cool.
listening.
Look at Ray.
No,
Look at
I'm
Ray's
listening.
chat.
I'm listening. I'm just trying to grab the other one, the other
Ray,
picture.
Ray Kelly. Ray Kelly's put in the chat that I'm going to Florida. That's it.
Yeah,
Randy,
you're going to Florida. You're going to Florida, Steve. Steve, you're going to Florida.
Man. That's Central Park.
Yeah,
I was-
man. I'm thinking about it. So, man, I'm thinking about it, but
Look
it's
at
not
Matt,
for sure.
dude.
I can't promise you, but
Oh man,
Think
this
about
is Central Park. This was a campaign for a designer. I forgot what state he came from, but he came down to do a shoot for his new line. That was part of his new line for whatever the new clothes that were coming out.
Right.
As you can see, you could wear that to go to Walmart, stuff like that.
That's cool. That's some good work right there, man. That is really good.
Thanks. Yeah, he loved that.
Absolutely.
I think he's still using those shots to this day, and those shots are old.
Okay, let's get this last one.
Look at Ray. Ray's funny. He's starting rumors. I'll try, Ray. I'm not saying yes or.
That's cool. That's a cool shot. I like that shot.
You know, we were remember I was telling you that we had to take pictures in the same location, every girl, same location, right?
Right.
We were in between locations, and I saw this gate inside the doorway, like it was a sunken doorway. And I grabbed the model and I told her, just go here. And I took a couple of shots, and this was out of the, the cookie cutter that we were trying to do. It was just something I saw. I liked the gate, and I picked her because of the hair and everything. There was a bunch of models, like 4 or 5 models that day with us. And like I said, we were doing different shots. And shots like this, like I said, if they get out there, you end up getting more work,
Yeah.
People start asking questions. But now I'm more into the drones. Now I do jobs for certain people. I got certain clients I love working with, and when they're in town or whatever, they need something done, I go. And every once in a while, if it's a really good project, I like to be into the project, like if somebody hooks me up, I don't just do any job, because I'd rather just chill with the family if I'm going to do it. And another thing, when I fly my drones, most of the time it's in the early morning hours. So I'll get home before everybody. I get home, they're cooking eggs and stuff like that, getting ready for the day. I already flew for like 2 hours, So I try to do that balance,
My brother's wife says you definitely have that eye for photography work.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun doing that stuff.
You are good, Steve. I can tell you that.
I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it. That the owner of that modeling agency ended up moving his headquarters to Switzerland or Sweden. I think Sweden.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was from Sweden, I believe. And he relocated his headquarters to there. And he told me, like, when he comes to New York, he'll have me, do some work with him. And I was like, this is perfect because I'm doing my YouTube thing. I'm doing everything else. So I was like, I don't feel obligated. I don't want to tell him no because we had a lot of fun working on these projects. But
hey, everybody in the chats, if you guys have any contact, if you guys have Steve's contact information, and if for those of you who don't, if you guys want to check him out on his YouTube channel, go ahead and check out his content. And if you want to post your link in the chats, Steve, go ahead.
Okay.
Feel free.
Cool. Thank you.
So everyone can check out your channel. And if you guys have anybody near New York that wants some photography done and stuff like that, make sure you guys contact Steve. Capture Life Connection does some great work. And make sure you guys. Yes, no problem. And how many, before we end the show, how many thumbs up do we have, Johnny?
Let me look.
And we better have those thumbs.
Yeah, we got
0.
You gotta be killing. You
got
gotta
one.
be
I just
kidding.
done it.
We only got Johnny's.
You guys
Yes, hit the like button. What the hell?
hit the
Come
like,
on,
guys. We have
Listen,
captured
I know
life
a guy
here.
from New York named Charlie Mafia. I will send him after everybody in the chat. And you don't want Charlie Mafia after you.
Let me see what I see. I see 19, 20.
Do you?
I see 20 on my end.
Oh, that's good. Thanks, guys.
Let me
Maybe
refresh.
New York's Wi-Fi is a little better with the snow on it. I see faster than Johnny.
There's a Capture Life connection. There's his YouTube channel, guys. Check it out. Subscribe. Hit the like button.
You got 16. I'm sorry.
It's getting
I
there.
apologize. I won't send Charlie Mafia after everybody.
You got it reset. That was that
We
one.
we appreciate the thumbs, guys. We really do.
John at Geek Spawner, hey, thanks for staying up late. I don't know what time. It's 6 hours ahead, so he's like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Digital Kite, that's my boy. We fly
Digital
together.
Kite.
Yeah, we fly to New York. He's out in Long Island.
So, does he have a YouTube channel too? Right?
Yeah. Check out his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'll check out his as well.
Yeah, they need to get him on the lineup. I know the guys do that sunrise thing. They do it across.
Oh yeah,
Chris Hope and everybody else. Dennis, right?
Dennis Lovelady.
Yeah.
Chris Hope,
We got it because oddly, Digital Kite he does that. He catches the sunrise every once in a while.
Yeah,
put him in New York and you jump around the country. You know.
Dennis Lovelady does too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They do that whole lineup. They go across the country.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bob Casey put his link up, I believe. Yeah. Yep.
There we go. Awesome. So
Yeah,
guys,
Casey's a big supporter as well.
now, yeah, he is big time. And guys, now I'm going to explain for next week's show. The next week's show. I don't believe we're going to have any guests. I've been trying to get a hold of everybody, a certain amount of people, but they haven't responded back. But we do have Sean from Geek Spawner joining us. Not next week. I believe it was the 12th or the 19th. Because he has a busy schedule, so he changed it. So we have him, and then next week we're going to do a show where we would like everyone to post their videos. We're going to show off your videos, your content, your cinematic footage, whatever you like to share with us with your drones, whatever you do with your drones. It'd be great. Even photos, whatever. Just send it to my email. I'll post it in the link, guys. And you guys can send me.
Also, wait, one more thing, Mike. Also, don't forget to you can also send whoever is the best dancer.
Yeah, okay, Sergio. Whatever.
Sergio's funny.
He is funny. Sergio's funny. Whoever's the best dancer. I'm the best dancer.
Each one.
Okay.
A bit of dancing.
I'll dance in my next vlog. I don't know what state I'll be in, but
So you travel a lot, huh?
well, I try. Like I said, I just drive wherever I could drive. Load everybody up and we go. I'm looking into another spot to go to. I'm just checking out the COVID restrictions first. But I should be making moves soon again. I go to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is like one of the great places to go.
You should go meet up with Mikey, man.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I actually flew his famous spot, chasing the trains. He took me to
Oh,
the
that
spot.
was you.
No, I wasn't. I don't think he put it
He
out.
said he went out with somebody.
Yeah, it was me.
I mean, not.
I don't know. I didn't know if he mentioned it. But
I don't know if it was you, because he said he mentioned he met up with someone and flew with someone. I forgot what it was. If it was Billy, I know he flies with Billy once in a while, but then he said someone else. I think it was. I thought he was talking about you.
Train spot. Yeah, he came. He swung by the. I got a room at the Hilton right by the water on Penn's Landing over there, right by the. And that's where I usually stay because it got the view of the battleship, the Jersey battleship. And the kids love that. And basically everything's there, in driving distance. You just go a couple of blocks and all the little tourist spots are there. Yeah, he came early morning because I told him, I'm going to fly early. I'm an early bird. and I usually leave the family in the hotel so they can rest. I iron the clothes and everything the day before, and I have everything by the door, and I keep everything like in the bathroom. I get dressed, and I sneak out, and by the time I come back, they're already, you know, I already get into text messages and getting ready, and then we start our day, and I already got all the flying out of my system. But they're great. If I see something cool, we can stop. You know,
Dude, I would love to meet up with Mikey one day and just fly with Mikey.
Oh
he
yeah,
is super
me
cool.
too.
Dude, do you know how much laughs I'll have?
He is super cool.
He will
He's
make
funny
me
too.
he will make me piss in my pants while we're flying, dude. It'd be a blast with Mikey.
He's just a real dude, man. Like it's hard to explain, but when you meet him, you just like, it ain't about, some people say, oh, you got no filter and all that. I'm not talking about that. You know, there's certain people that don't have no filter. I'm talking about like, it's just him. You know, you don't feel, you just talking to him. It was a pleasure. I mean, we talked more than we flew. You know,
Mikey's true and real, man.
Yeah, he's true to it, and
he knows a lot. Look, he knows a lot about drones. I mean, people.
And, man. Listen, if you look at how he flies around the trains and stuff, I've flown for a long time. If you look at my videos, I have some moves and stuff. But I even told him that's tricky, man, because you're moving fast, and then I can do all that cinematic stuff, but at high speeds,
that's talent.
Because when someone's moving and you're moving, it's definitely different than just filming something.
I don't think people are really comprehending what he's doing in those shots. Unless you're a real hardcore pilot, you don't understand that speed, and he's still moving like if he's going slow, but he's not going slow, and then having enough control to not lose it. How many people you seen just lose it at that speed? Because remember when you let go of the sticks, the drone it doesn't just stop. It's not on a road. You in the air. It takes some time to stop. And
or Steve, or you get nervous. You could shake. You could shake with your hand sometimes.
And he drinks so much coffee.
You get very nervous, like Mikey said. You start feeling like shit in your pants.
He's, like I said, he's super talented. He knows his stuff. He has a heart of a lion, because I don't think a lot of people could be under the pressure that he's under and still be able to function.
He sure is.
Mikey's
inspiring.
He's
an inspiring person. He's dude, he's got a good heart too, man. He's got a heart of gold, and I love Mikey for that, man.
I give him a lot of credit, because some people they lose control and they get a parking ticket. It spirals their whole day. They can't even think. Meanwhile, this guy gets slammed with all these fines, and he musters up the heart to just turn on and still film with all this pressure on him. So that's why I give him a lot of credit. And when I met up with him, and when I see people like that, it's like it's not a vlogging opportunity to me. I had all the cameras. I left everything in the truck, and we just chilled. You know what I mean? I was just like a real chill day. We hung out, we talked, and we flew, and that's it. We communicate, but it is what it is. Like I said, for the fact that he's under so much pressure and he's still giving to his people, that's why if I could get on the chat, I come on the chat. If I could leave a comment, I leave a comment on his videos, just to give a little back,
Right.
Like for his effort, for him continuing to do.
I hope he can settle that up pretty soon.
I hope so. I mean, it doesn't pay to victimize him.
No, and I think they've accomplished what they probably set out to do. Personally, yes, he's gonna get probably some kind of fine. Maybe it'll get reduced to zero. But I think the FAA.
I think a lot of people hope so.
Yeah,
and I just hope that he doesn't focus on the ones that are trying to bury him in this. You know what I mean? I hope he just tunes them out and keep doing what he's doing his exercise thing. That's a great thing for his brain. Exercising is great for your health.
It's great for depression too. Exercise is wonderful for depression.
So many things. So I'm glad he's doing the exercise thing. I'm glad he's still putting out videos, figuring out a way. Because I know a lot of people, they talk and talk and talk, but I don't think they understand how serious the situation is. And I don't think they're giving them enough respect for still turning on that camera.
Well, it's not serious because it's not serious because they're not the one involved, you know. So, but yeah,
Right.
that's a very serious thing, and you know, we like I say, I just hope I hope he just, you know, I hope he can get it past him here soon.
Yeah.
I'm sure, you know, it's probably dominating his thoughts and everything every day. You can't get something like that off your mind, you know.
It has to, and that's why I think us pilots should be showing as much support as possible.
Yeah,
This helps to say a few nice words. You'll be surprised how far a few nice words will go. You know, even if it's some days I'm super busy, I'm running around the city, and I'll just pop in and say something great, just to give a little more boost. Even if it moves too fast in the chat and he didn't catch it, it don't matter.
but you know what? But he might watch it later. He might watch it later and catch. You know what I'm saying? So
people don't understand that we all need to. We always talk about supporting, and that's part of it. You know,
Chris Hope is in the house.
Hey, Chris Hope. We were just talking about the sunrise thing.
We were just talking about you.
We gotta get Digital Kite in
Hope
there.
you feel better.
Yeah, man. He's a good, like I said, he's a good dude, and in person he's even better. Just a good dude.
Yeah, he is. I love Mikey, man. Dude, that guy, his what was it? His last show, this past show, he got me laughing so hard while I was watching the show that my stomach was killing me so much just from laughing.
He's entertaining. Yeah, he gets me sometimes.
Dude, it is the perfect medicine. Laughter is the perfect medicine, and he just does it to me all the time. And he always does it at the good time when I'm depressed, like when I'm just down, and I watch his show. He always comes at the right moment where he saves me from being depressed. Like he cures me just from laughing every time I watch the show.
He is hilarious. And he's funny in person as well. He's funny. And you need that, especially now. You know, everything's so upside down.
You know,
I hope you're getting better, Chris.
You know one part I like about Mikey when he goes like this. Up your sister ass.
He's so, you don't know when it's gonna come, but when he says something, it's shocking, and the laughter starts.
Hey, Digital Kite Ariel, listen, buddy. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you coming in. And hopefully, we get to keep you as well as a subscriber and part of the family. And also, Steve, we love Steve. Steve is great.
Thank you.
Oh.
What we got? Oh yeah.
Oh, we got 20 people in the chat now.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
If we have anybody new in this chat, please subscribe to our channel, and also subscribe to Steve's channel and Johnny Drone Flyers channel, and and everybody else on the chat. Support each other.
Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity, guys. I know I said it before, but thank you for having me here.
Hey, it was a pleasure. You know, we're happy to have you. It was joyful to have you on the show, and we had a great time with you, Steve. And we'll have you on again.
Yeah,
we would love to have you on again. And you know, it's it. And you guys, like I said, before we end this wonderful night, make sure you guys go check out Johnny Drone Flyer and Captain Ray Kelly on Sunday night. I mean, at what time? Did you change your time?
No, it's still Sunday at 3. I think on the 24th of this month, we all move until Wednesdays at 6 p.m. You know, Sunday's kind of the middle part of the day there, so we're gonna swap, and you know, we're gonna do that. But we have Daddy at 13 and Tony Cernowski on Sunday. So
got Kevin Fowler on.
Yeah, Kevin's gonna be on. Yeah, so you know, and so yeah, please tune in, Captain Ray and myself.
Yep, and make sure you guys check out the other shows that we have every week. Monday we have Drone Nation with Ron and Marcus, and then we have Tuesday night with Bill, the drone reviewer. We have after Bill, we have Mikey, we have Philly and Rancho on Tuesday. Then Wednesday we have Ken Dono, of course, and Coast to Coast. But
Yeah, I got Coach Bill Thomas's shirt
there
on.
you go. We got Bill from Coast to Coast. Drone Therapy with John Coopy sometimes is in there, and then we have Ron is in the show as well. And then Thursday we have Ken Herron, and then you have on Friday we have before us we have Kelly Shores at I believe at 7, but I don't think he does it every Friday, right? I mean, he does it every
or first and third, maybe something every other week.
Okay, there you go. Johnny said it, and
I think.
and then you have us every Friday night as well at 8:30. We change the time from 8 to 8:30 p.m. Central, just so we can give Kelly Shores his time on viewing for his people. So you guys, and then Saturday we have Artco Drone Solution on Saturday.
And Sean
and that
Oz is
Can I plug somebody?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. And we have Sean Oz too. Don't forget. I think he does it every other Wednesday as well. Sean Oz on the Sean Oz show.
I have two friends, Novice Squads on Sunday at 5 p.m.
That's right after us. Am I right? Yeah.
And Phantom Flight 101 on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. So please support them. I jump on their shows regularly. If I'm home, I jump in, but they do great shows as well. And they give us all the news. I learn a lot just hanging out with these guys. So I recommend them. They always have the latest news, what's going on with this and that, and behind the scenes, and about the CEOs of some of these drone companies and the drones that are saving the forests in the West Coast. And so I highly recommend those shows as well, in between everything else. And I believe everybody's watching the time frames with each other, so nobody's really stepping on each other. It won't take away from anybody. If you come at 5 p.m. Wednesday, it's Phantom Flight 101, and 5 p.m. Sunday is Novice Squads.
Okay, well that's
forget
what's so
to
good
write
about
this down, guys.
Yeah,
please write that down.
Hey, don't that's what I love about this community, guys, because we don't step on each other's toes. We all support each other. We all give each other their space and their time for everyone to get a chance to watch their shows. We all take care of each other. So, it's such a great community, and I truly love this community, and I love all you guys here, and we really do thank you for coming in, guys. And then we also have Michael Wright. He mentioned that he has his son. His son's got a live show now with a drone with the Mavic. Was it the
Enterprise.
Mavic 2, the Enterprise? Michael Wright. I'm trying to go back to post it in the chats that you wrote. I can't find it.
It's pretty far back. Yeah.
It's far back. I can't grab it. So if you want to post it in the chats again to remind everyone, feel free, buddy. We appreciate that. We'll give your son some support. So let's give him some time to put that up, unless he left. But I can't find it.
He's
No.
there.
Yeah, he's still.
One
He's
more
still
thing,
here,
guys. When is Sean Geeks Vanna's show? He has a live show, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right.
Thursday.
Sean.
It's on Thursday.
Yeah. Sean from Geeks Vanna has his show also on Thursdays, guys. Totally forgot about that.
4 o'clock, right? At Eastern time.
Don't forget to check him out.
Yeah, sir. Yeah.
4 or 5. I'm not sure. I think it's 4 o'clock for me.
Yeah. So 4 o'clock. Because you're what? You're in New York and Chicago. We're like what?
1 hour.
An hour.
Yeah.
Or ahead. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just waiting for Michael Wright to post that thing up for everyone, if he has it.
Yes, Ray. They have a great show. And they're very organized behind the scenes.
Catherine Ray watches a lot of shows. He's definitely up to date. We actually need to print a guide. We need to, I might try to put together a guide for these shows, but I don't want to leave anybody out, of course.
Novice, who said he's got a great show?
Novice Squads is the one that I was telling you that's on Sunday at 5 p.m. And Phantom Flight, you might recognize Phantom Flight.
Yeah, I know who Phantom Flight 101 is.
Yeah, I know.
Ken Harris.
The show is sponsored by those guys.
Exactly. And every once in a while, they have liquor involved.
like Ken Dono with his beer.
The shot. They have a shot in the drop.
Hey, I think we should start doing that.
I think
Maybe your camera start working. Everything start working. Like everything's working. Everything's just lining up perfectly. This was the problem the whole time. We didn't have no alcohol.
That's so awesome, man. So-
Yeah, it's cool. He put the thing. Let me see here.
Well,
There
I'm sure everyone saw it, but I don't know. I can't. He's not posting it in the chats, but
Yeah.
I'm sure. You guys can watch it again
He
and
said,
and,
will,
and go back
he
in the
said,
chats
will
and
do,
find it.
will do.
All right. Yeah, I see it now. I don't know if you guys see it. All
Oh,
right.
there it is.
Michael
Yeah.
put the link, guys. Check it out.
There it
yeah,
is.
there it is.
Before he's
Okay.
time out.
There you go, guys. Michael Wright, thank you so much, and
Thank you, Michael.
we will give him some support. Thank you.
Absolutely.
So let's go around the room and say our goodbyes. Starting with let's start out with Steve. Steve, you want to say anything?
Oh no, I just appreciate everything. Like I said before, I don't take anything for granted. So I saw the email and I jumped on the opportunity to be here. I think you guys have a great show. I've been in the chats before, you know
Thank you.
that, you know.
Yep.
And I recommend anybody in the chat, if you the first time you hear for whatever reason, to subscribe, watch the shows, get involved in the community.
Thank you, Steve. And I will be posting a new video. I know it's been a while, guys. We've just been busy with our daily lives, and then this weather, we haven't got a chance to go out. But I got some footage, so I'm putting up a video, and I'm finishing the other two. So look out for that.
I'm glad you brought that up. Real quick, I did a video about the master air screw props, but that day it was really windy, and I really just did the video poorly designed, whatever. So my props didn't spin. My props were good, but I want to make another video with it flying. But since the weather's been so crazy here, I'm not doing a test in crazy wind with my drone. Sorry. So I put these stock props back on, and I been around recently, not with the. I'm not going to change, but I am going to do a test when the weather calms down with the master crew. So I just released some recent some old footage of Philadelphia when I was out there in the summer, and I'm kind of working my way to the present because I was in Philadelphia not too long ago. So that's the reasoning behind my video. I didn't want to put out another video flying this with the master air screw and lose the damn drone. The wind was like 30 miles per hour at 100 feet. I'm not bothering with that. That's not a real test. That's like extreme.
Right.
I just wanted to clarify that. And I have these master air screw props. I don't know if you guys know Al. He posted on Facebook that he put these props on his drone and it fell out of the sky. It was shaking so bad that something came off and it crashed his Phantom.
Yeah.
More than likely, I'm not doing a test with these. I'm just gonna send them back because the Phantom. I got a Phantom Pro, the 4 Pro, and I don't want. It's not even worth it. Losing it over the props. So, all right, I'm done. I'm sorry.
No problem, man. Hey, dude, say what you gotta say, man. Hey.
Yeah.
We understand. So, thanks, Steve. Thank you very much. Johnny?
Yeah, I just want to, of course, thank you, Steve. Nice meeting you. We'd love to have you on our show one day. I'll have to send you an email or we'll hook up here. And, Sergio, Mike, I want to thank y'all for having me. And, it's been a great week. And, great show tonight, guys. I mean, I mean, a lot of participation in the chat. And, man, we learned a lot. So, great show.
Yes, we did. We did. We thank you so much, Steve. And I'd like to thank Johnny for being our co-host every Friday. And I'd like to thank my brother and everyone in the chats as well. Steve, listen, guys, let's keep blowing up Steve's email and his phone to push him to come to Florida.
Well, hey, this is for Captain Ray because this is straw, and he stirs his shit up all the time about people coming. So Captain Ray is dedicated to you here.
Hey, guys, let's bug Johnny Drone Flyer too. He needs to come.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm almost. You know what? If it's pretty, I got a friend and we're gonna probably ride our Harleys up there. Well,
wow, that'll be dope.
I'm so excited.
Miles. So, but I got a real estate closing that's going to happen. I'm thinking it's setting up for the day before, but I'm probably going to make it happen. I mean, Captain Ray is
a meatloaf.
That'll be cool to catch Johnny coming in on the bike. Johnny's here.
Well, it's a nice ride. It's 750 miles, but we would do it in 2 days. I mean,
wow, that's a ride.
Yeah, see, he just typed that Steve and Johnny are coming. He's he's
yeah, he's stirring.
he's retired. All he wants to do is start trouble.
Yeah, just keep that alligator away, bro.
That's right. That's right.
I saw that alligator.
And don't get any alligators near Ken Dono because he doesn't like alligators. Ken Dono, did you guys see that yesterday?
Yeah, running around. It wasn't alligator. He thought it was something in the grass.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's end it. We had a wonderful show. We thank Steve and all you guys in the chats for coming. We love you. Remember,
Always.
follow the rules, fly safe, and happy
Fly smart.
flying. Bye-bye, guys.
Everybody.
Bye.